F the candle, why not? What it do, everybody? It's your boy Mr. April Raw back again with another video, and today I want to talk to you guys about NOFAP. Let's talk about what it even is, and I'm going to give you the top 5 things that I wish I knew when I first started it, and these 5 things are going to help you get through this so much easier, so much simpler. Let's go ahead and get started. NOFAP is actually just an abbreviation, all right, but just basically no masturbation, all right. PMO, that's porn, masturbation, orgasm. You are not going to be using that. The reason why people want to do that is because your neuroreceptors in your brain, all right, that are responsible for your motivation are actually being overused. It's your pleasure chemicals. So essentially, you're using this as a really quick escape. However, it's also messing you up in a whole lot of areas of your life. You're tired a lot of the time, especially if you're using it all the freaking time. You definitely feel like you have an addiction. You may or may not be willing to admit that, but you likely do. If you find yourself like thinking about this at like odd times of the day, if that's the first thing that you're thinking about doing as soon as you get back to the house, if you find yourself like throwing off a bunch of stuff that you probably should be getting done in favor of doing that, you likely have this problem, and you might want to like give something like this a shot, man. It's as simple as just like it's a reset essentially. So let's talk about the top 5 things that you need to be doing if you want to actually succeed in doing this. So number 1, stop counting the days. Seriously, stop counting the days. Think about it in terms of fitness, right? So when you're trying to lose weight, do you go, it's been X amount of days since I last had a piece of chocolate cake? Do you? Or do you just stop eating the cake? You probably just stop eating the cake. I know that when it comes to like drug addiction, which there are very, there's quite a few similarities when it comes to that. Sorry, phone tings. But I know that those things are like quite similar, but even in those situations, they'll just remember the day that they first started, but you don't literally sit there and write tally marks for every single day that you haven't done this thing. You know why? Because then it's constantly sitting there at the front of your mind, the forefront of your brain. You are thinking the entire time about doing this thing because you're thinking about not doing this thing. Does that make a whole lot of sense? It's like, again, with the piece of chocolate cake. So if I put that piece of cake in front of your face and then tell you, don't think about eating that cake. What? Exactly. That's why you need to just 100% stop counting the days. You're trying to make a lifestyle change. You're not counting how long can I do this thing for. Make sense? Let's move on to number 2. Delete all your trigger apps. Yes, delete them. Delete them, or at the very least, get them out of your proximity. I know I'm going to keep going back to this like weight loss or weight gain kind of situation, right? Have you ever watched like an episode of like My 600 Pound Life? So when you watch those, have you ever noticed that the most annoying thing about it is like the spouses that are there? Because they'll like sit up there and they'll like try to get on the side of the doctor like, oh my gosh, like, oh, he or she, they just can't stop eating this stuff. But you put it in the house. They can't even get up to go get this. It's you. You're bringing it around them. It's the same thing in this situation with yourself. You are going to be your own caretaker in this sense. You need to be doing things that are going to help you out when it comes to actually stopping this habit. So would you either A, keep all of those images around you and make it very, very easy for you to do so, or would you make it as difficult as you possibly could for you to go back to it? You would want to make it very, very difficult. This way, you don't as easily go back. If you take the apps off your phone, or if you at the very least put your phone like out of your sight. If when you're on your computer, you're like turning on like, I don't know, some kind of protection, how would you just like super easily just go back into it? You would have to go through several walls, but you would have to go through several walls in order for you to be able to go back into doing that. Help yourself. Don't put the junk food around yourself. Let's move on to number 3. Replace the time spent fapping with other productive habits. We are creatures of habit. We literally have to replace these old habits. You are not going to improve. You're not going to get better. You're not going to be able to stop yourself if the only thing you're doing is sitting and waiting for each day to pass. Get up, go to the gym, go work on that project you've been thinking about doing for a really, really long time. Go and do something that is going to help you every single day. Just a little bit. It doesn't even have to be a whole lot. But if for you, the main thing is just like starting to read a little bit more. Well, like, dude, get a book, challenge yourself. Make yourself have to read at least like 1 page a day, something like this. You want to be improving every single day, just a little bit more. You don't have to literally make leaps and bounds. But before you know it, that 1 day has turned into a week. And then that week has turned into 2. And then that 2 has turned into a month, so on and so forth. This is how you do this. And the entire time, if you're not actually focusing that energy on making yourself better in some other area, you're literally only thinking about how to not do this, how to not fap, versus how to improve at this other thing, which is what you really need to be spending that time on. The reason why you want to stop fapping isn't just because, oh, you feel bad when you fap. You want to stop doing it because you spend a whole lot of time doing that and you're not spending it on the things that matter, like your schoolwork or your business or that project that you've been wanting to get started on or that relationship that you've wanted to get started. Which brings me to number 4, talk to people. I mean it, seriously. Go out of your way, challenge yourself, talk to people. I'm saying people because a lot of you guys aren't even comfortable talking to like other men. Like you can't like look a dude like just straight in his eyes for like longer than like 2 seconds before feeling like exceptionally uncomfortable. So how the hell are you supposed to go up to the woman that you really, really like and you're like, man, I really, really wish I could do stuff to this chick? How are you supposed to have a conversation with her when you can't even do something like that with a dude that you're not trying to smash?
Pause.
Does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. You would want to literally stop doing that. You're going to need to get yourself out of your comfort zone. The comfort zone is literally where you were when you first started this. You were fapping a whole lot. If you want to stop doing that, again, this is going back into that habit formation. You have to stop not talking to people, and now you have to start talking to them. Make yourself have those conversations. If you're out and about, go. If you see a chick that you actually think is nice, bro, the worst she's gonna say is no thanks. She's not gonna kill you. She's not gonna go, oh, gross. All right, she might go gross, but that's only if you haven't been working on yourself, like I told you to a few steps before. However, honestly, for the most part, she's not gonna do that. So then what else is there? If she doesn't say no, then she says yes, right? And if she says yes, you know what that does for your confidence, bro? You know what that's gonna do for your mentality, for your brain, for your discipline? Both things are great. If she says no, that builds up your discipline and your tolerance for being able to take like disappointing news. And if she says yes, bro, Dubs in the chat, bro. You did it. You did it. She gave you the number. Now you can ask her out. And now before you know it, y'all dating. And then one day you clapping cheeks. That's the exact opposite of what you was doing a little while ago. It's literally that simple, bro. It's really gonna help you out to do that. Now let's move on to number 5. And this is the one that I'm going to say is the most important of any of the steps when it comes to actually being successful at this thing. Stop complaining. I know it's easy to say that. It's harder to do. But seriously, the more that you feel sorry for yourself, the more that you complain, the more that you bitch and moan and continue to be this little like weird person that you were at one point in time, the less time you have to work on improving yourself. That's how you wind up stopping. You're not gonna get better if you're focusing on the fact that you're not already better. Makes sense? It's fine to accept those things, but constantly complaining about them, bro. How are you supposed to improve on these things? How? You're not gonna be able to do it. You're just gonna be sitting up there bitching. You're gonna see dudes up here dating literally your dream girl. I know some of y'all have had this happen. You're gonna be sitting up there thinking about, oh man, like I would be able to do this if only I could just like get around this thing. Only if I had like a little bit more confidence. Go get the confidence, bruh. Go get it. Go do it. Go do it like right now. Stop. Don't even finish watching this video. Whatever it is you need to do, get off of the video right now and go start trying to do it. Every single day, do a little bit more and you will, I promise you, you will improve, bruh. Think about this shirt I'm wearing, bruh. Dragon Ball Z. One of my favorite anime characters of all time, even though he's a freaking weird dude is Vegeta, bruh. You know why? Vegeta is actual real life, okay? When I was a kid, I tended to kind of go more so towards the side of Goku. But the older you get, the more you realize Vegeta's life story is real life, bruh. It's sitting up here watching people who are naturally just sometimes better and going, fuck that. I don't care. I'm going to get myself to that level. You do it. You just do it. You challenge yourself. You push yourself. And you make yourself get better. That is the only way that this is going to happen. I hate to break it to you guys. Life is just suffering. You're going to pick what you're going to suffer at. You either going to suffer your way to success, or you going to suffer and continue to fall lower and lower. The choice is yours. Me, I'm going to go after mine, bro. And I'm hoping that I'm going to see y'all over there. But till then, I'm Mr. 8-Bit Raw. It's almost November, boys. It's almost November. Let's try to just like build each other up, bro. I got a mic. I got a drill. Like, comment, subscribe. And be easy, drill gang.